Your brain is not who you are, it's what you repeat. That's the dirty little secret nobody wants to face. You think you're making choices, but in reality, your brain is just a sponge soaking up patterns. Every habit, no matter how small, carves a groove. Do it long enough, and the groove becomes a canyon, and the canyon becomes your identity. The scary part, most of this rewiring happens in silence. You don't notice it, you don't feel it. There's no alarm going off when your memory shrinks, when your attention fractures, or when your ability to focus rots away. By the time you realize what's happened, you're already living inside a brain you quietly built brick by brick. And here's the twist. Some of your most harmless everyday habits are the very ones rewiring you the most. Not into a stronger, sharper version of yourself, but into someone scattered, addicted, and fragile. So let's break the illusion. Here are 8 everyday habits that quietly rewire your brain, the ones sculpting your future whether you like it or not. Number 8. Endless scrolling. You don't scroll social media scrolls you. The endless feed isn't entertainment, it's rewiring. Every flick of your thumb teaches your brain to crave novelty, to abandon focus, to demand reward every 5 seconds. In the wild, novelty meant survival, new food, new tool, new path. Those things kept you alive. Today, novelty is cat videos and hot takes. But your brain doesn't know the difference. It just keeps salivating like a Pavlovian dog. The result, a fractured attention span. You can't finish a book, you can't sit through silence. You can't even let your mind wander. Your brain now screams for stimulation the way an addict screams for a fix. And the cruel part, the longer you scroll, the weaker your ability to resist scrolling becomes. Dopamine doesn't just reward you, it chains you. Number 7. Constant multitasking. You think multitasking makes you efficient? Wrong, it makes you shallow. Every time you switch between tabs, apps, or conversations, your brain burns energy resetting itself. The habit of multitasking doesn't sharpen your mind, it rewires it for distraction. Your neurons become sprinters, not marathoners. They learn to dart, not to endure. That's why sitting still with one task feels like torture. Your brain isn't lazy, it's been trained to crave chaos. And here's the kicker. The more you multitask, the worse you get at it. Studies show heavy multitaskers are less productive, less creative, and less able to filter what matters. Your brain rewires into a messy browser with 100 tabs open and no idea which one's playing the music. Number 6. Late night overstimulation. You think you're relaxing when you binge watch shows at 2 a.m. or scroll until your eyes burn. But your brain doesn't call that relaxation, it calls it warfare. Late night overstimulation hijacks the very cycle your brain depends on, sleep. Sleep isn't just rest, it's brain surgery without the knives. Memories consolidate, toxins flush, creativity rewires. But when you trade sleep for screens, you train your brain to live in constant alert. Blue light tricks your neurons into thinking the sun never sets. The habit doesn't just make you tired, it rewires your brain to confuse exhaustion with normal life. Soon, focus becomes fog, moods swing violently, and even your body starts to decay. You're not just losing hours of rest, you're quietly dismantling the machine that makes you human. Number 5. Mindless snacking. Your brain has 2 modes, survival and sabotage. And nothing sabotages it quite like the habit of constant, mindless snacking. In the wild, food was rare, eating whenever possible was smart. Today, the wild is your kitchen, always stocked, always accessible. Every handful of chips tells your brain, energy is free, discipline is pointless. The wiring shifts, reward circuits grow fat, self-control circuits starve. But here's the creepier part. Food isn't just calories, it's chemicals that talk to your neurons. Sugar floods your dopamine system, teaching your brain to chase cheap highs. Ultra-processed snacks don't just fill your stomach, they sculpt your cravings, your moods, even your thoughts. You're not just snacking, you're training your brain to obey the pantry like it's a god. Number 4. Constant noise. Silence once meant danger. If the jungle went quiet, predators were near. That's why humans today can't stand silence, we drown it with music, podcasts, notifications. But this constant noise doesn't just entertain you, it rewires you to fear stillness. Your brain loses the art of reflection. You forget how to daydream, how to listen to your own thoughts. The noise addiction rewires your circuits so that calm feels like emptiness, and emptiness feels unbearable. But here's the irony. Silence is where creativity is born. Ideas grow in quiet soil. Without it, your brain becomes a factory running non-stop, never pausing to upgrade. Constant noise doesn't just distract you, it shrinks you. Number 3. Neglecting movement. Brains and bodies aren't separate, they're dance partners. And every time you skip movement, you're teaching your brain that stillness is survival. Our ancestors moved constantly, hunting, gathering, running. The brain evolved as a reward machine for motion. Today, sitting is the new hunting, screens are the new forest. And your brain adapts by shrinking, literally. Exercise doesn't just build muscles, it builds neurons. Movement pumps oxygen, fertilizes memory, fuels creativity. Without it, your brain rewires for lethargy. Thinking feels harder, learning feels slower. Depression creeps in like mold. Neglecting movement doesn't just weaken your body, it convinces your brain to live small. Number 2. Chronic complaining. Every time you complain, your brain builds a shortcut. Neurons that fire together wire together. Keep repeating negativity, and soon your brain takes the dark road automatically. Complaining feels good in the moment, it bonds people, relieves stress. But long-term, it rewires your brain to spot problems faster than opportunities. It primes you for bitterness, trains you to expect disappointment. Worse, it spreads, mirror neurons pick up moods like viruses. One chronic complainer infects the whole group, rewiring everyone to marinate in negativity. The danger isn't just what complaining says about your life, it's what it makes of your life. Number 1. The comfort addiction. At the core of modern misery lies one habit: comfort. Humans are wired to seek safety, but safety is supposed to be temporary, a pit stop, not a home. Today, we've made it permanent. Temperature-controlled rooms, food on demand, entertainment at our fingertips. Every comfort trains your brain to lower its hunger, its drive, its resilience. The irony, the more comfortable you get, the more fragile you become. Stress feels unbearable, hardship feels impossible. Growth feels like torture. Comfort rewires your brain into softness, and softness doesn't survive storms. The truth is brutal. Comfort isn't a reward, it's a trap. And every day you worship it, you're quietly killing the part of your brain built to fight, to build, to become. Final truth. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain isn't fixed, it's fragile clay. Every habit, every choice, every autopilot moment is shaping it, whether you notice or not. The habits you think are harmless are really architects. They're carving the future you'll have to live inside. The question isn't whether your brain is being rewired, it's how. Are you building a brain designed for clarity, focus, and growth, or one designed for distraction, comfort, and decay? That decision is being made right now, in the smallest things you do when nobody's watching. And if this video woke you up, even a little, here's my suggestion: don't let it fade. Keep feeding your mind with ideas that challenge you instead of numbing you. Hit that like button if this made you think, and subscribe if you want more of these uncomfortable truths that peel back the mask of normal life, because your habits are already shaping your brain. The only question is, are you shaping it on purpose or letting it shape you by accident?